Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares. And welcome back to A Holly Giali Christmas. This is the segment I do with my good friend Joe the Horror Man, where we spotlight a Giallo for Christmas once a year. Twice a year if you count Christmas in July, or Gialli in July. Today, we're going to be talking about a very obscure Giallo called The Skin Under the Claws. Big thank you to the Horror Man for making this as a copy for me. I don't know where he was able to find this, but we had a blast with this film. Now, The Skin Under the Claws is a 1975 film, which runs approximately 76 minutes, and is written and directed by Alessandro Santini. Now, he was responsible for Beyond the Frontiers of Hate, and two others that I can't pronounce because, unfortunately, I don't speak Italian. And, of course, that leads us to this title, which is actually The Skin Under the Claws. Now, this stars Gordon Mitchell as Professor Helmet, Guinevere Audrey as Dr. Sylvia Perry, and Tino Borani as Dr. Gianni Dani. Now, this film is set in 1963 and is revealed throughout the film that it's set in 1963. And that's kind of important because this film has an old world mentality. And in order to understand a lot of what's happening and the theories behind what's going on in this film, you have to kind of set your mentality back to before the medical system got better. So, now basically what this is about, because I can't really say too much about this, it's about a masked killer stalking victims and removing their organs. Now, this masked figure wants to ultimately overcome death. When these victims are found, they're found with decomposed skin under their fingernails, which, of course, the skin under the claws. I'm going to leave it there. This film, while it's a little bit messy, I'll be honest, a lot of Gialli are a little messy when you're going from A to B, especially during the reveal and the explanation. But to me, that's part of the charm of the Giallo. They are murder mystery films. Sometimes they don't make a lick of sense. What I am surprised, however, is that this film has not gotten an official release. Now, we got all the uncut parts, too. Joe was actually able to find them, put them into the film, which I really appreciate, because you get your gratuitous nudity. There's always usually a lot of nudity in Giallo, which I do appreciate. And this one, like I said, while a little messy, was a ton of fun, and we had a blast with it. It's gory, but it's creative. And I like some of the Gialli that I've seen that mix horror with science fiction, because this has a little bit of science fiction in it. I like it because it's going to sound weird, but it's almost like you're not able to substantiate it. So when you go to the reveal, you can pretty much say anything and it works. It's like the old science films where they talk a bunch of science gibberish that means nothing, but you believe it because it's on the screen. That's kind of the way it is with this film, and kind of the way when they mix the Giallo with science fiction. like I said, I'm really surprised this hadn't gotten a release because it's a pretty darn good film. I really enjoyed it. Films like, which also have a bit of science fiction in them, like Death Laid an Egg, not so much my cup of tea. This one, however, pretty darn good. Now, what Joe ended up making was a obscure Giallo double feature. And I'm hoping that we're going to watch the other one pretty soon because this one was a lot of fun. I'm not sure if we're going to be reviewing the other one, but I know we're definitely going to be watching it soon, so I can't wait for that. And here's a sneak peek. I don't know if you're going to end up seeing a review for it. It's called A Double Murder. But, yeah. Back to the skin under the claws. This is just fun, and it's one that I think should get a little bit more attention. So if there's a way to check this out, I'm not sure if there is. I mean, Joe was able to find it. Not sure if it's able to be streamed or watched on any kind of platform, but I definitely check it out. If you're a Giallo fan, it's not going to be for everyone, but if you're a Giallo fan, I would definitely check this one out. Merry Christmas, everyone. Have a holly Giali Christmas. Peace.